Hey everyone, it's Julie at the Paper Bag Lady 1. I hope everybody is doing well today. Guess what? Here we are. It's doily time! Doily time again. So I have a big pile of doilies to show you this time that I will be listing on my Zibbit, which is the Paper Bag Lady. I think I have like 21 different ones. Well, they're not all different. Some are the same style, just different sizes, but I have 21 different listings, which seems like a whole big lot, but it occurred to me that because of this whole Valentine's Day thing, I was later in listing than I normally would have been, which gave me some extra time to sit around and cut more doilies. So let me show you what we have. So I will start with the ones that are, at least some of the ones that are familiar. You'll probably recognize this one. This is the Lucky Star doily, and I've had this before in a variety of colors and sizes. This particular one is about 4.5 to 5 inches in diameter. They do vary a little bit. And you will get 12 in a set of this one for $5. So that is an old favorite, as well as some of these. This is called the Star Wheel. You can see that there. And I have this in 3 different sizes. This particular one is about 4 inches in diameter. There are 24 in a set of this one, and that's $6.50. So that's a cream color. The first one was a little more tan, the first doily. I also have the same one in a larger size. It's like 4.5 to 5 inches. Again, it kind of varies depending on where on the tablecloth if it was on the end or in the center. Some places are a little more stretched. And you get 12 in a set of these for $4.50. And then finally, we have the same thing again in a slightly smaller, and there's 24 in this set for $6.25, and these are about 3.5 inches in diameter. So there are 3 the same, they just come in different sizes. 2 are in sets of 24 and 1's in a set of 12. And I didn't take those out of the bags because I know you've seen them before and I know you know what they are. So some of these I will and some of them I won't take out of the bags. Okay, moving on. Next, we have a square doily in cream, and I know I've had square ones before, but I don't know that I've had this one. And I think I called this the square flower doily because it looks like there's a flower in the center there. And this one is about 3 to 3.5 inches in diameter. Some of them are a little bit more rectangular, again, depending on where on the tablecloth they sat. But there's 12 in a set of these for $4. We have, let me see here. I'll take this one out. This comes in a set of 24. This little cream guy. And I think I've had this style before. Maybe not the same color. It might have been white before and a little bit bigger. But at any rate, these are about 2.25 inches in diameter, and there are 24 in a set of these for $5. And these are also cream. All these next ones I'm going to be showing you are cream, varying shades of cream colors. And then I'll do all the other same color, like all the white ones at the end. Here's a teeny tiny little guy. We'll take him out. He's so cute. He's so soft. Oh my, he's about 1 inch in diameter. He's really tiny. There are 24 of those in a set for $2.50. I just love that in the middle of a larger flower. I think it's so pretty. Or on top of a metal piece. Those are really pretty too. So 24 in a set of those. And then this one came off of the same tablecloth, and I actually think this was more of a bedspread because I don't think it'd be that easy to use as a tablecloth because it's a dimensional one. And I've had this dimensional doily before, however, they've been larger and they've been a much thicker yarn or thread. These are so soft, so little delicate. They're only about 3 inches, well, which isn't really small, but compared to the ones I've had in the past, it is about 3 inches in diameter. And these come in a set of 24 for $6.50. I love these. Yeah, you could actually even cut out the center flower if you wanted to, and then you'd have this outer edge that you could easily layer something over so you wouldn't even know you were missing the center part. So you could get like double duty out of these doilies. But I love these. I kept quite a few of these for my own. I don't always keep a lot for myself since I have so many doilies, but these little guys, yeah, I kept those. I kept some of those. Okie dokie. Here is, I believe, a new style. At least it's a new feel to it. We might have had something like this before. These are, I think I called it a star doily. Some of the edges are snipped because when you cut them apart, this particular thread just really kind of gave way really easily, but they're still very pretty when they lay. And there are 24 in a set of these for $5. They run around 2¼ to 2½ inches in diameter. These are an interesting texture. I'm not sure I've ever had a doily that this. I want to say, I mean, it's not really shimmery, but it kind of has a little bit of a. It's not quite as matte looking as all the other yarns are, so that's kind of different, and it's very pretty. So we have that. Let's see here. This guy, I don't think I'm going to take him out. You can see him pretty well. He's just a big old round white thing. And he's a fairly heavy yarn. There are 12 in a set of these for $4, and they are about 4 inches in diameter. I like to use these on covers of things. I also like to cut them and have them kind of sticking out from underneath other things. I just think those are really fun to use. Okay, this one I think I'll take out of the bag. This one is more of a tan color than a cream color. And there are 24 in a set of these for $6¼ And these are about 3½ inches in diameter. And I called this one the double flower doily because you have a flower there, but then it looks like a bigger flower as well. So I'm not sure that I've ever had that before. I don't think that I have. And these, they're tan, but there are some that were slightly lighter, and I didn't bother to separate them. So within your set, you might find some that are slightly different shade. So just so you're aware of that. And again, there are 24 of those in a set. This is also that same kind of tan color. Oh, and here's an example. You can see how it's kind of, see how it's kind of two different shades there? But it came from the same piece. This one's slightly smaller. Most of these are about 1½ inch in diameter. This one's probably a little closer to 1¼ inch. Or maybe this one's a little larger. I don't know. But at any rate, somewhere around 1½ inch on those. And 24 in a set of those for $3. I like this one. This is new. I don't believe I've ever had this one before. He's tan, but he's kind of a, I want to say more of a grayish tan, if that makes any sense. I think I called this the star wheel, or star wagon wheel, or star circle, or something like that, because, or flower wheel. That's it. Huh. Because we have a flower in the center, but then the wheel around the outside. And I just think those are really pretty. And I actually do have another tablecloth that's got this exact same pattern. It's slightly smaller in a different color, but I haven't even been able to start cutting it yet. So just so you're aware, I don't think I have, oh I do, I have quite a few of these. But if they happen to sell out before you get them, I do have very similar ones that will be coming in my next listing. But there are 12 in a set of these for $4, and they are about 4 inches in diameter, if I didn't already say that. I can't remember if I did or didn't. Oh, broke the tape on that one. Okay. Moving, whoops. Well, I'll fix that later. Moving right along. And this is the same color. And these are just little small, I think I called them small wheel doilies. And they're that same kind of tannish, but a little bit grayish undertone, if that makes any sense. Or maybe it's more of a green undertone. Anyway, there are 24 in a set of these for $3, and they are about 1¾ to 2 inches in diameter. Okay, I think we have one more, yes, one more cream colored one, and this is a new doily for me. I've never had this style before. I think he's just pretty. He's got a lot of little, I mean, it's not very detailed, but there's a lot going on. It's not fancy details, but there's a lot going on there. And they're just really pretty. There are 24 in a set of these for $6.50, and they run about 3¾ inches in diameter. And these are more of a cream color than a tan. So those are all the cream/tan doilies. I do have one colored doily this time. It is blue, or actually I should say shades of blue. If you can see on there, it's kind of variegated yarn was used to make this. They are about 1¼ inch in diameter. You get 15 in a set of these for $2.25. I don't often do a whole lot of colored ones because they aren't always as popular. I guess it depends on the color. But I just thought those were really pretty. Okay, and now moving on to the white ones. What we have left is white. And these are what I'm calling a white star doily, because we kind of have the points there like a star. There are, let me see here, 24 in a set of these. And they are $2.50 a set, and they are about 2 inches in diameter. Next we have one that I have had before. I'm not sure I had it in this color. It might have been a tan color. But I call this the daisy doily because it kind of just looks like a daisy to me. And this is white. They are about 2 inches in diameter. 24 in a set of these for $5. And I love these. Oh, I really love these. I had to keep a couple of these for myself too because I just love. I think I already made an album. I did. I made that baby girl album. I can't remember if I showed that or not. But at any rate, I made a baby girl album and I used a lot of those in that. Okay. And then we have this particular white one. He's about 3 inches in diameter. I think I called him the star flower because it's a star but kind of flowery in there. You get 24 in a set of these for $5.50. I might have had something similar to that before, but I don't think exactly. And then this next one I know I haven't had before. It's also white. I will take this one out. He is about they kind of vary a little, anywhere from 3.5 to 4 inches in diameter. And I think I called this the large star flower doily. And you get 12 in a set of these for $4. And finally, I have one more to show you. And this, I think, is my favorite one. My favorite. I had to keep a bunch of these because I just thought these were so stinking cute. Let me get one out here. These little white guys, little round guys, and they are just so versatile. I used those in that baby girl album. I'm sure you can use them with a lot of things. They're so pretty and so dainty. These are about 1.25 inches in diameter, and you get 24 in a set for $3. And I do have quite a few of these, so if you like these, I don't anticipate they're going to sell out quite as fast as the other ones, although if it was me, I'd be buying a bunch of them because I kept a boatload of these for myself. This was a huge piece. There were well over 1,000 doilies, I think, on that. So anyway, so those are all the new doilies. They are listed over on my Zibbit store now, which is the Paper Bag Lady, and I will put that link in the description box below. So anyway, happy shopping. Oh, I will say, people always, not like tons of people, but I very often have people contacting me asking me if I will ship internationally. I will be happy to ship internationally. I don't work it all out on the screen because, first of all, international shipping has gone up like crazy. Second of all, every time I list doilies, they're different weights, they're different sizes, and I would have to kind of go through and work out everything by weight each time. And I don't have that many international orders, so I just decided to do it this way. And that is, if you are international and you are interested in some of these doilies, message me and tell me which ones you're interested in and how many of each set you're interested in. What I will do is go into inventory and pull them out of inventory, work out the shipping weight, I'll measure them, and then I would get back to you and say, hey, this is what the shipping would be to send to wherever you are. If the shipping is okay with you, then I set up a custom listing. If it's not, I just put them back in inventory and it's no problem at all. That just has turned out to be the easiest way for me to handle it. So if you have any questions on anything, please let me know. Otherwise, you can head on over to my Zibbit. Now that Valentine's Day is over, I am ready to package and ship as long as we don't get any more major snowstorms. So thanks everyone for watching and for shopping. I really appreciate your support, and it is my delight to chop doilies up for all of you. So anyway, have a great weekend, and I will hopefully talk to you soon. Bye.